Well, good morning. Happy Friday. It is May 14th, and well, that's a wrap on the week, or at least it will be later. Thanks for joining me for a cup of coffee at Grant's Sound Advice. It's always hot. Well, it gets cold, but it, it's the right attitude, right? Mm. So, this morning it really struck me how often I get help from people because I asked. And, I know guys are infamous for not asking directions, right? I'm the first guy. The minute I don't know where I'm at, I'm asking because I don't want to waste time, right? So the ego thing for me is not in the not asking. I like to figure it out. This past week, I think I'm always whining about tech, right? So this last week, in fact, I think it was the end of last week, I had several hours of help from a guy in England who was a friend of a friend, and we're now friends. And it was figuring out some of this tech stuff so that I can be a virtual meeting host. Hint, if you need a virtual meeting host, I'm your guy. As I can play sound effects and introduce people and walk up music and do all this kind of stuff. But that's an aside, accidental marketing. He helped me. Earlier in the week, one of my voiceover friends has been posting really cool short videos. They're not even 10 seconds long on Instagram. And, a lot of what we do is just so people hear our voice. We want people to go, oh, I got to have that on my commercial, my e-learning, my whatever. So it's to be known. And she's got all these little snippets of otters playing and stuff like that. So thanks to Lakes for being willing to spend like a half hour on the phone with me, actually on a Zoom call, showing each other our phones and no, click here, no, move over there, no, do that. And now I can post little videos on Instagram. Aren't you glad? But it gives me some more content and it gets my voice out there. And again, just so people hear it because you just don't know who's going to land on that and say, hey, I got to hire this guy. Yesterday, I spent an hour on the phone with another fellow voice artist, working on some various things that I wanted to do technically that I wasn't real sure about. And thank goodness for her. She spent an hour with me on the phone. She's up down in Texas, I think. And because I asked, and with Lakes, I showed her a thing or two to do with sound. And anyhow, it's how many times we are stuck and we are too proud to ask. And I've given that up. I mean, of all the things in my life I'm glad I gave up was being willing to ask somebody that knows something. And it's not only the nuance of the technicality and you can click here and do that, but you get to meet some fascinating people. Leanne and I yesterday talked about how she and her husband are refurbing a bus to travel around the country. How cool is that? And you just get to know people, and it's fascinating. And we help each other. And I've helped some people this week also on some tech issues that they just didn't understand. And click here and do that, and you get to spend some time with people. So you're not in this alone. A lot of times, especially people that are in a new business or maybe a new career, or they're like me, always trying new software, you feel like you're stuck, and you're not alone. You're just not alone, but you have to be willing to click that button that says, hey, would you mind later when you have time spending a few minutes with me, and let them decide how long that is. Because maybe they know they can help you in 3 minutes and they will give you 10, and all of a sudden you've talked for 30 because you got to know a really cool person in New Jersey. So don't hesitate to reach out. If I can help you with a tech issue or something like that, voicepro@grantsvoice.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me about somebody. If you know somebody that's in corporate HR and they need training videos done, if you know someone that has a new product that needs introduced, if you know someone that needs a virtual host, I would be most grateful for the share, for the like, for the referral. Have a great Friday. That's a wrap.